What's going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video. I am on a Insta360 journey. Yesterday's video was absolutely horrible. It was trash, and I want to explain. So on the Insta360, I decided to add the lens cover, right? So an Insta360 camera or a 360 camera has two different lenses, and I decided to add a cover. One of the pain points with a 360 camera or any camera is the fact that you don't want to scratch one of those lenses, because the minute that you scratch one of those lenses, it's going to ruin your footage, especially at that angle. If you're reframing your video and your shot is like lands on one of those scratches, then it's kind of useless. And to send an Insta360 camera back for repair is kind of a pain, and pricey, I have to say. So the footage that I first captured with this Insta360 had those protectors on, and it actually destroyed the video because of all the reflections. So when you're putting, I guess, plastic or a piece of glass over another glass, it's just creating too much distortion, especially when the sun was hitting it. And you can actually see in my video that I uploaded, you know, like the separation where you can see the edges or the rim of that plastic cover. So I went ahead and took it off. So right now, as you can see here, it has no protection on it. It is raw, just how I like it, raw. but no protection. And that's how I'm gonna try to use it. I'm gonna be very careful with it. I did order the bigger Insta360 lens protector. I'm gonna see if that makes any difference. It's the more expensive one. I put a picture here so you can see. I think it was like 50 bucks. So it's not like the cheap little plastic ones that you add on, but then you can't use the case that it comes with, like the cover, to put it in, because that lens cover is well protected. So that was my first impression on the Insta360 using it so far. Using the Insta360 in your workflow is definitely eye-opening. It's definitely going to add some more time to your projects, because I found it pretty cumbersome to try to edit within Premiere Pro, which is what I use to edit. So for the Insta360, once you import your footage into Premiere Pro, you then Insta360 actually recommends you that you have to download GoPro's VR's plugin. So then you can make, you know, that 360 footage look actually the way it's supposed to look. So I found that pretty interesting that Insta360 is recommending you to download GoPro's footage. And so what I found was that it's actually much better to make your edits within the Insta360 app or software that you download for Windows, Mac, or even your phone. I tried it on Windows. It was pretty easy to use. There's definitely a lot of features, so you have to kind of dive through the menu and see all that you can get for it, because there is a lot. There's a lot that you can do. You can like active track, quote unquote, where you can track a subject. You can kind of do a time lapse with motion blur. And then there's a lot of keyframing that you need to do. So as you're moving the camera in the app, you can kind of like, you know, use your mouse and get to the frame that you want, and then you have to keyframe it, as well as punch in, punch out, you know, kind of tilt your horizon, if you will. So there's a lot of work that needs to get done. The good thing about Insta360 or just 360 footage overall is that, you know, the majority of your video is not gonna be all 360 unless you're in some sort of, you know, jam-packed, action jam-packed sequence. But like for what I'm doing, riding, getting on the bike, I might do an open door helicopter pretty soon with the Insta360. That kind of stuff, you know, you can just keyframe, so not too bad. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to go back and share with you guys my, you know, revolutionized Insta360 footage. Yesterday was pretty horrible, so don't judge me. But I think I am 100% sure that you'll agree that this one looks much better. And by the way, I am back on the GH5 Mark II. That is this camera right now in action, and I am recording in vlog, so I'm gonna have to grade this as well. Oh, that's another thing I did yesterday. I absolutely destroyed the Panasonic video because I shot in 4:3. So this is 4K 422 10-bit at 30 frames per second, and we should be in a much better position now. But anyway, guys, I won't blab on too long. Just wanted to come back and give you an update. I'm gonna give a more formal review coming up on the channel of the Insta360. I wanna thank FlyPath, Aldrin Estacio, for sending me this camera. He had an opportunity to do a giveaway, and that's how I ended up with the Insta360 One X2. So until next time, guys, be well and peace.